I will make reference to two basic concepts, variables. One is technical quality and the other is client service. Under technical quality, you might think that we include the competence of professionals, the quality of the product for the design of an infrastructure or the like, and in general the quality of what you deliver. In terms of client service, is a bit more generic and vague. You might include the quality of the service, the attention to the client needs, and the like. Typically, the universities focus only or almost exclusively on the technical quality, while retail industry like McDonald's put more emphasis on client service. I'm an engineer, and as an engineer I tend to use diagrams, okay? And if I make a diagram, on one side I put the technical quality, on the other side I put the client service. Okay, we can say that universities tend to focus on this area, while retail industry tend to focus on this area. Wherever you go in the world, you get the same level of service and the same product, but particularly specific attention is paid to the level of service to the client. While at the university, typically you get an excellent product which maybe is not on time. So in my experience, I try to see if the clients and ourselves as professional firms had to be focused on one or the other. And I learned that clients tend to demand to professional firms a good enough product which is delivered, however, on time, on budget. And so they tend to focus on what is the area in the middle of this diagram. They don't want something which is perfect, but 2 years after they ask for. They don't want something which is delivered with a big smile, but perfectly wrong, or maybe beyond budget. So I think that all professional firms should have a minimum, which is called standard of care. They should, as a minimum, deliver something which is on time, on budget, and they should look at the product of the technical quality and the client service. This defines the excellence of the enterprise. The product are not the sum. If you deliver something which is perfect but not on time, the client will not be happy, and vice versa. This is trivial, but actually is not, because this defines to some extent a philosophy at the basis of the successful professional firm. Good enough is perfect, and perfect is never good enough. Good enough means that even the people in your organization, if you look at the population of your professionals, you should educate the technical people and people just oriented in selling whatever, okay, in working together in such a way that the product of your organization is the good enough mix. In terms of enterprise initiatives, often companies are engaged in project management initiatives, or are engaged in technical development initiatives, are engaged in capacity building initiatives. All these initiatives actually have an importance in building the common target, which is enterprise excellence. You might define and use this concept to define the performance of people. There are people which are mainly performing in this area or mainly performing in this area. There are people that should leave your organization because they are not good enough. There are people that must be rewarded and used as an example in order to build the excellent enterprise. This was lecture number 1.